Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will be showing you the best security tips and tricks for REALME 14T. Let's begin! Luckily for us, we have a nice settings in the settings that we can find, and it's the security and privacy option. Inside of these options are everything that is related to, your security and privacy. So let's go and click them. As you can see, I've just performed a hard reset, so everything is not set up, and we have a big warning that our device may be at risk. And the reason why it's at risk is because we don't have any kind of screen lock. I know it's something basic, but you will be surprised on just how many people just don't know that. You read a password in order to have your security improved. And if we check right now, we will see that all we have to do to just use our phone is just to swipe our finger, and our whole phone is at the palm of our hands. So let's go back to the settings and let's hit Set Screen Lock. We can now choose between numeric, alphanumeric or the pattern. I will go with the pattern because it's a lot faster. And as you can see, we have important notice that if we forget our lock screen, then we cannot retrieve it, and we will no longer be able to unlock our phone and use our phone as usually. And if you do forget your screen lock, you can still use your phone. However, you can do that only after you perform a hard reset. I'm not going to show you that, of course, but we do have tutorials on how to unlock your phone after forgetting the lock screen. Anyway, let's hit next. Now I will draw my pattern. I will go with a simple L shape, just because it's easy to remember. Of course, you can choose whatever you want. Now we can enable fingerprint unlock. Fingerprint unlock is pretty cool. We can go and hit enable them and hit agree. And now we'll go through the process of creating our fingerprints. I'm not going to go through the process now. But also, if you are not sure how to do it, don't worry, we do have tutorials on that. So just search for REALME 14 add fingerprint tutorial, and you should see our video on that topic. Anyway, going down, we have location is off. As you can see, with location being off, we cannot really use Find My Device to locate our device. So we can go to location settings and just enable our location. Keep in mind that having your location in the background all the time will basically require you to waste a little bit more of your battery. It's not much, to be honest, but if you're really paranoid and you just want to save as much as you can, I would advise you to switch it off, of course. But if you're also wondering how to improve your security, I would advise you to anyway keep it on in order to have our device Find My Device service work all the time. And as you can see, currently our security is fine, it looks fine and everything is good. However, there's still many things we can do. For example, you can just check for the updates, and now it will check for the system updates. The system updates themselves are really important. As you can see here, we have a Google Play system update that is currently available, and it's coming with the latest security patches from Google itself, meaning that it will not only improve the device stability, but also it will improve its security. I am not going to hit download and install, only because it will take a while and probably restart my device, and you don't have to watch this because it's pretty obvious how the downloading of it looks. You just wait until bar shows up and fills up, and it's only that. But it's important to just, for time to time, check for your updates, because otherwise your phone might be in danger because it doesn't have latest security updates, and it's just it's easier for your phone to get attacked by some hackers or just simple malware that can be found on the web, or basically anything else. Then when we can just hide it, and here we have the ability to scan our device. We can just click it, and now we will be performing a security scan, which will scan each and every of our applications in order to check if we don't have any kind of malware or a tracker or something like that. Because the malware, well, obviously it's bad for you and it's bad for your security, but also will slow down your system. So it's important to just, as with checking your security, checking your software updates, it's good to perform the scan from time to time in order to make sure that you don't have any harmful malware on your phone. Anyway, going down, we have the device finders. You want to make sure that Find My Device is on. Even though you're wondering about your location and not sharing your location, it's completely acceptable and understandable. Though still, in case of losing your phone or losing it to the theft or something, we have the ability to find it using Find My Device. So anyway, I would advise you to just keep it on, just in case of losing your phone, because you never know when you lose your phone. It's something that cannot be predicted, obviously. However, speaking of theft, we can go back, scroll all the way down, and go to more security and privacy. In here, if we scroll down, we have anti-theft features. We can click it, and now we can enable our anti-theft alarm. So, for example, when someone just runs into us and steals our phone and starts running away, the phone should basically find it and scan it, and will think, maybe I'm being stolen right now, and just in case, it will lock itself. It's well, most of people will not even use this feature, luckily, because there are not many thieves on the world, I hope. But as I said, it's a pretty common sense to just have it enabled just with Find My Device, because you never know when you lose your device, for obvious reasons, of course. And lastly, we don't want to add face data. Lastly, we have the ability to basically create I kind of lost the setting right now. We can also generate our app lock. If for some reason you want your applications to be locked, and not only behind your normal lock screen, but behind a very different password, you can do that in the security and settings, more security settings, and the app lock itself. As you can see, we can enable it. And now we have to input, and we have to create our privacy password first. So we can go to the settings. We can create a privacy password. I will go with something simple like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Though we do have a warning that this password is too common. You should not set such a common password as your security password, but I'm going to do that anyway, just because it's easier to remember. And now we can have something like security questions. We can choose a bunch of them. For example, I can set the father's name, and I can set that my father's name was the dragon. I almost know how to type. Sorry about that. The Dragon Slayer. That's how my father was named. Yeah, he was a very known slayer of the dragons, in case you asked. Anyway, and we can now hit confirm, though it's important to, just in case, set a recovery email. And now we can lock all our applications behind a nice lock. So for example, if for some reason I want to lock my Amazon shopping, then I can just do that here. And now it will be inside the locked. And in order to use this application, let's find Amazon shopping, we'll have to enter our privacy password. And in case we just get it wrong and forget passwords, we can reset it from security questions. So now we have to input our father's name, because we said that we have to input our father's name. It's a pretty cool feature, and many people actually want to lock their applications behind the password. For example, it's really cool if you want to lock your gallery, so your videos and photos cannot be accessed that easy. But yeah, I think it's all for this video, to be honest. And remember, if you found it useful, or if you have some other useful security tips and tricks, make sure to share them in the comments. Anyway, that's all. If you found it useful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.